Let's talk melodies. In this video, I'm going to show you a few simple tips for you beginners out there that's trying to get some melody patterns going and want to make them nice. I'm going to show you some layering tips that could take your melodies from a 1 to a 10 in a short period of time, and it's very, very simple to do. Before I get into the video, let's kick it to the sponsor. You got your new track ready, it's all good, and you want to upload it to DistroKid, which by the way is an online distribution company that helps you to distribute your music to all of the popular music streaming platforms like iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, all of those. Now you have to promote it, right? DistroKid has you covered. Check this feature out. DistroKid has a crazy little feature in the goodies section right here. If you go down to promote yourself, it has something called mini videos right here. When you go inside of there, you have a bunch of little small mini videos that you can upload your track to, and it creates it for you. So you can grab one like this, you can pick your song, and then you can tell it where to start. Started at about 1 minute and 10 seconds, something like that. And then all you do is just click generate mini video. It's processing, and next thing you know, you have a video like this. Then after it's done, you can either share the link or you can download it straight to your computer. And the good thing is you can make as many of these as you want, post them any way you want, different clips, different kinds. As you saw, there's a bunch of them to choose from. If you haven't signed up with DistroKid yet, make sure to do that. I'll leave the link in the video description. Use that link and you get 7% off as soon as you do. Check DistroKid out and let them help you out with your music promotions. Let's jump inside the MPC software, pull up a blank project, create some melodies, and I'm going to show you how to get your layering game right. Let's do it. Okay, this video is not going to be that long. The first thing you do is you pick a scale. I'm in E minor. I just like E minor scales, A minor, stuff like that. You know, it's just my preference, but you pick your own scale, put it in pad perform mode. Once you pick your scale, you change it from 135 to 1357. And the reason why is because it puts that 7th note just on the basic chord. So you want that nice little 7th note. That way it gives it a little bit more feeling. So now we're going to put it in chords, and then we're going to go it on and just feel around on the pads to see what we can come up with. The beauty about it is if you stay with the 2nd row right here from the bottom, you're good to go. So we're going to drop something just with those notes. Let's do it. This is our chord pattern right here. If you notice, this is our 135, and then we have that 7th note right on top. These chords are no different than these chords. We just laid down the same exact chords, and then we hit the same ones at the end just to kind of make it loop around. That's it. Very, very simple, very, very basic. Yeah, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take all of these middle notes right here, all of these, and we're going to shift them up an octave. So let's grab them all by holding shift and just selecting them all. Okay, and we're going to hold shift and up arrow, move them up an octave. Now to change up this chord from this chord, we're going to go it on and we're going to take this last note right here and move that up an octave. Now that we got that down, all we're going to do is we're going to hit the minus button and lower the MPC down an octave and put it on notes. That way we're now in the lower register, and we're going to drop some matching notes to go into these chords. Let's do it. Remember, we're going to stick to this middle row right here. Okay, so let's grab all of these, and then we're going to hold Alt, and we're going to duplicate them down an octave. Very, very simple, very, very basic. That's exactly how we want this pattern right here. We don't want too much variation because our layering is going to take care of the rest of this. So what I'm going to do is, just to kind of give this a bit more spice, I'm going to go up here, I'm going to hit edit, and I'm going to go down to humanize, and I'm going to put this all the way up to about 85, 86, something like that. And we're going to hit do it. What this does is just kind of humanizes the notes, shifts them around a little bit, and also change the velocity just to give it more of a human feel. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go it on and take all of these notes right here. Just three. Just three. Okay? Just three notes right here. And these three right here. And also these three. Just the three. And also these here. And we're going to hit Control C and copy those. Okay? And we're going to go ahead on and put this back to 1. Then we're going to Control right bracket over to the next track. And then we're going to hit Control V to paste them. Okay, there they are right there. And then we're going to hold Shift and we're going to hit the arrow down to move them down an octave. Okay, so now they're in the lower register. So we're going to go here and we're going to pick a different instrument and layer it on top of that piano. If you notice, this piano has a little bit more body to it than the other piano. So now we have something that's a bit different, a different sound. Okay, so we're going to build our layer right here, and I'm going to show you how we do that. Now that I have these that I shift down an octave, all of these chords right here, I'm going to go back to the MPC, and I'm going to put it in chords. I'm going to shift it back up, and I'm going to lay down these chords again over this. Now pay close attention to this because I'm going to give it just a bit of a variation other than these chords, but you'll see what I'm talking about. Let's do it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab all of these right here, these notes right here, and I'm going to hit delete. And then I'm going to grab all of these right here and hit Control D and move those over to the bar. Okay, that way I have all of those there. And you see where they overlap right here? I don't want that. So I'm going to just grab these right here and we're going to shorten them up. I'm going to put the MPC in a higher octave, put it on notes. And now we're going to lay down a top melody to this. Let's do it. Now, I'm going to show you how you can blend this in. Okay, we're going to grab an EQ. We want to just take out all of the higher frequency and put this in the lower range. That way it can back up our first sound. So let's do that. Put some reverb on that as well. That way it's going to push it more in the background. We don't want this to be the main sound. That's our whole point of doing all of this processing. Okay. Okay, now we're going to go down to our mixer. That way we can see our tracks right here. And we're going to work with the leveling. Okay, so we're working with this track and this track right here. So let's bring them down, bring it all the way down. And now we're going to work with the leveling. Let's do it. And now we're going to blend our higher piano chords into that. And then we're going to take our EQ on a higher and blend it in a little bit more. There you go. Now, just with leveling and just EQing, we now have two perfect piano melodies. One is doing something just slightly different than the other one. They're in two different ranges, two separate spaces, and they both blend well together. Now I'm going to show you how this works. You'll be able to hear it when we play it. So let's go to the track mute, and we're going to play the first one. We're going to let it loop around, and then we're going to play the second one with it, and then you're going to be able to hear where the texture comes in. Let's do it. There you have it. Beautiful melodies, very, very simple. Everything fits well. They're leveled, they're blended together. And now you have different parts of a track that you can play. One melody, you can play the other melody, and you can play them both together to give your beats a nice texture. I may just make a beat later on with these particular melodies because they sound so beautiful, and I can absolutely get something nice out of these melodies right here. But for this video, I just wanted to focus solely on, first of all, showing you how to create a simple melody pattern, just using your MPC and pad perform, and then building off of that same exact pattern with a different pattern and blend it well together and show you how to layer those textures in an amazing manner. Rewind the video if you need to, watch it again, try these layering techniques out with your melodies, and I guarantee you, you're gonna get the same exact result. If you wanna connect with me in any way or send me a shout out, anything like that, Instagram is probably the best place to do that. Make sure you guys drop me a follow at the Kang on IG. Shoot me a DM, and I promise I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. This is the kid DZD, aka the Kang, live from the Dungeon Palace Studios, and I'll check you guys in the next one. Peace out.